Let's take a look at this weathered Graflex style lightsaber hilt. So this hilt is comprised of many MHS parts. So MHS is the modular hilt system from the custom saber shop. Now all of the components on this hilt are not, I don't think all of the components are from there, but many of the major components are. So at the top, we have the iconic Graflex style emitter. It's got that nice S-curve shape. We've got bunny ears. These are the kind of parallel up and down. This is the parallel up and down version of the bunny ears rather than the ones that sort of flop out kind of sideways a bit more like a bunny. And here's a decorative greebly. So on some hilts, this will be a functioning switch. On this particular one, it's not. It's just kind of attached with this thumb screw here. And we've got the brass pins on the side and the glass eye over here. And the eye, this glass eye has been kind of weathered along with the rest of the hilt. So it doesn't have that kind of really shiny appearance that you'll see. And that seems to be intentional to kind of go with the overall aesthetic. So another major feature of this hilt is this big wrap down the center of the hilt. So it's a brown wrap. It's kind of a dark brown, so it adds this sort of moodiness to the hilt, kind of along with the weathering. And then here is a recessed kind of activation box here, or control box. And that part is actually not weathered, so that part is new, or new in appearance, but it does kind of capture that original trilogy aesthetic while being recessed rather than, kind of protruding from the hilt quite a bit. And then we have a notched pommel, so that's a little different style there, but again, still somewhat in the tradition of the original trilogy style hilts. So this particular piece is actually the MPS Pommel Style 3V1 from the Custom Saber shop. And this component, I believe, is actually a control box from One Replicas. But many of the other components on the hilt, this part I think is the Custom Saber shop, but it looked a little bit different than the one they have in their store. So I'm not entirely sure about that, but they do definitely have a Graflex style emitter in the Custom Saber shop store if you're looking for that. And then there's even this piece here, so kind of this stopper at the upper end of the grip section. That's called a trim ring, so it has some really nice weathering added there too. But you could almost miss this feature, I think, in the entire hilt, but it's a nice little detail too. So it's basically kind of paying homage to the original trilogy and those style hilts, but it does have that weathering going on. And I know with some Graflex style lightsabers, they're fans that think that particular type of hilt should be more of a pristine finish rather than weathered as it is here. But we've got several different design features going on. I mean, the main Graflex part of the hilt is by far this top part. So I think it's an interesting take on the Graflex, and why not have a weathered Graflex style hilt? I have nothing against that personally. I always like kind of the interesting story you can tell or think about with any type of weathered saber, that it's been in battle and it's kind of got the battle scars going on, and just that sort of lived in universe experience of the hilt. So one of the nice parts about combining the pieces from the Custom Saber shop, though, are the fact that you can separate them quite easily like this. So that's kind of everything going on. But yeah, so this has been a look at this Graflex style lightsaber hilt that appears to be mostly made of Custom Saber shop components with a few added pieces. I don't know the origins of the wrap, but it seems pretty nice. And it's standard size, you can see. So it accepts a 1-inch diameter blade at the top, and the length of the hilt is 11.5 inches. So kind of right in that standard range there. All right, feel free to comment below and let me know what you think.